All right, welcome back to my channel. Today's focus is how to breathe in order to generate power. The importance of breathing through your mouth versus through your nose. Now, I don't know how you've been practicing, but you do have a lot of dojos who prevent you from breathing through your mouth, and they would tell you just only breathing through your nose. So for example, they will get into a horse stance and they will do 100 of these punches. Just like that, right? And then they said, you know, when you're breathing through your nose, and then your shoulder needs to be relaxed, and then your hip does all the coiling motion, and then that's how you're going to generate the power. Now, I believe that while that may be true, it can only work maybe the first 5 to 10 real punches. But if you're going to prolong your practice, or prolong those punches to like 100, let's say, it's impossible to still maintaining that kind of power, okay? So today's focus is how to breathe using your mouth. And that is breathing like this, just allowing enough air to come out. And while tighten your abdomen. So when you are breathing that comes out your mouth, you're doing two things are actually happening to your body that generates power, right? The first thing is the physical aspect of it, right? When you are throwing a punch and your mouth is letting go of air that sounds like you tend to be more relaxed versus the air that's coming out from your nose, okay? The second aspect to this kind of breathing that gives you power, it's the psychological aspect of it, right? Because when you thrown out and you do somehow that sound is generated in your mind that is telling you, yes, I feel the power, therefore I'm going to continue to do the same thing, okay? So for example, if we're going to do this Kata Fugarani, I'm just going to do 3 moves, one with breathing through the nose, and the other one breathing through the mouth, right? So, yoi. Okay, now through the mouth. Right? I can completely feel the difference because I can relax my body better, and when I breathe su at the end of the su, my hand also stops as well. Right? Right? It's like my whole entire body was relaxed, and then bam, execute, and then stuck right there. Okay? So I understand schools are telling you don't breathe like that because it's annoying, because that is not how it is being passed down from the great grandmasters and stuff like that. I totally disagreed. As a matter of fact, I highly encourage you to try it. Do the entire kata while breathing out your mouth. I believe that it is more realistic, right? And here, I'm going to show you. Well, here goes my buddy. We call him Bob. Got on the same shirt. Let's punch Bob, right? If I'm going to punch him, or if you want to work on either a dummy like Bob, or you work on a punching bag, if you're going to punch with just your nose, it's different from, right? Right? And if I'm gonna do combinations with punching through your nose versus your mouth, right? And so let's take a look at this. And you tell me if you agree or disagree. Please put in the comments below. If you watch boxers, and when they practice on a punching bag, on the medicine ball, the hanging medicine ball, you notice they do a lot of breathing, right? Right? They do a lot of breathing as every time they execute onto that ball. So think about it. Why is that we are not doing the same thing when we are doing our kata? Okay? So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is this. You notice in a kata, sometimes you have one ki, sometimes you have two ki's. And every time when I see practitioners do a ki, they're very loud. It's like, kia, kia. Now, let me ask you, what's the purpose of that ki? You're gonna say, yes, that's that moment where you practice, controlling of your breathing, your abdomen, your focus, and all that stuff. Then I'm gonna ask, why only focus at that moment? Isn't every single execution in that kata should have a ki? Shouldn't it be like ki, 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 right? Why only reserve for just that one? Okay? And I do believe that that ki, the emphasis is so loud, and if anything, it doesn't add any value, right? So I would rather have a student do the breathing from the mouth, the entire kata. I have people who told me, they say, well, you're just breathing too loud, just too much sound effect. Who cares what they say? The most important thing is, did you generate power at all of those executions when you did kata? So that's the important part. And then as you practice on Bob, you can do combinations and try to do a lot. So when you're, and you can experiment this too. When you're just trying only to breathe through your nose, try to go more. I bet you when you get really tired, that's when you're gonna start to breathe out through your mouth, right? And that's when you kind of understand that, oh, okay, now I know what he's talking about, because when you're tired, you want to be more relaxed. Therefore, you have to let go of all that air in your body, right? But don't let go of too much of that. Just a little, right? So, for example, you do combinations, right? Elbow, right? Knee and uppercut, elbow and elbow, uppercut, okay? If you do a combination of that, it doesn't take long, maybe, I guarantee 1 minute max, and you're gonna be so tired, right? And then just, right when you're tired, just come back and bounce around, right? All three, everything three, right? 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 And then you're gonna find, hey, I do need to breathe, and I no longer just concentrate on breathing through the nose, right? But more through the entire mouth in order to be relaxed and get the power. This is how I do the breathing. So chicken tie, chest block, high block, okay? Kata, so I do some shuto uki. Okay? You see all that breathing? Just let it come out from your mouth. But as you start with, right? At the beginning, meaning your body move. And then at the end, your body stop. Right? 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 That way, not just only in my style, hands and legs need to be coordinated. Hand, leg, coordinate. You see how it stops at the same time? Now breathing too. So now there's three elements at the same time. Right? Now I'm emphasizing by making the sound for the video, but it just goes like this. Okay? So therefore, try to take this concept of breathing into your kata, and the next time when you tell your students to stop breathing so loud, or if you find yourself not breathing at all, and you try not to make sound, take it to another step, another level, and try to experiment. How does it feel when you allow yourself to breathe, right? Breathe with sound in order for you to relax your body and generate the power. Okay? With that being said, please watch these videos here on how to generate power, and I'll see you in the next one.